look here. Welcome. Hello, greetings, everybody. Hello, greetings. Today we're a little bit exposed. We are gonna have cars. We have people walking behind us and in front of us, so very distracting for my brain, but we will get through this. So I welcome and accept you into every cell of this reading, every cell of this panel. May you guide and lead the messages. I also accept you, welcome and accept you into every cell of the interactions I'll be having today. May you lead and guide them. Thank you for your presence. May you lead the messages today. May we read the truth and only the part of the message that is going to be helping the travelers move forward in their lives into knowledge, clarity, out of stagnation. Thank you, Joyce. Okay. Let's get started then. Hi, there's somebody in here. Hi, I see you in there. You sitting? You sitting. Okay. I'm gonna start pulling cards. And when people start commenting, I'll start replying. For your past, we have the Five of Swords. Yahoo! Did I have anything else to say? No, just thank you. Thank you, and thank you. Current energy, we have the Six of Cups. Future energy, the Page of Pentacles. I'm gonna pull clarifiers now. Wow, so peaceful today. Yahoo! Well, not Yahoo. Not Yahoo. Hold on. I see. Five of Swords in your past. Well, I'm gonna pull clarifiers, but I'm kind of getting the sense of the message. Clarifying the Five of Swords in your past, you have the Eight of Pentacles. I see. Oh, hello, everybody. Hello. Neve said hi with a heart. Hi. Augustin said hello, and then Shorty said hey, and then they said hey. Hi, everybody. Neve, that's how you pronounce it, and you said finally someone pronounced my name right. Yahoo! I'm glad I got it right. I'm glad I wasn't added to that list. Oh my gosh. Oh, welcome. Sammy said, greetings from Belgium. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wait. Wow. I need binoculars to see you, Sammy. Too far. But welcome. That's so cool. Everybody from all around the world stops by here. I think that's amazing. I really love that. Med said, hello, my name is Jamal. Hi, Jamal. Welcome. Hi. You said, you are so nice. I'm gonna subscribe and like. God, thank you, Neve. Thank you, Neve. Oh, wow. Hey, you project what you are. I bet you be nice up and there to other people too, Neve. The said, more drugs. More. I was like, I don't know what I feel, because I said, well, I think that we shouldn't hate on drug users. I think we should help them instead of hating. I'm still gonna stick to that, but I will, because I was like, I don't know if I like the saying don't do drugs, because I kind of feel bad for drug users because then maybe like people start to hate them. but I'm still gonna say the term don't do drugs because no drugs is still a lot healthier than drugs. But I don't hate drug users. I think we should help them, not hate on them. Alien Frost said, "Hello, I'm from Italy. Oh my gosh, all the way in the world. You're Italy, and then all the way, and then we fly there, and then we're in Italy. That's far. Welcome. That's a long way. That would take me 5 trains and 3 airplanes and an hour of walking." Lovebug said, "What's up, playa? It's me, Lovebug." Hi, Lovebug. Welcome. 6 of Cups in your current energy, we have clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. I see. I'm not going to tell you what I'm reading right now or the energy of the cards, but let me pull the last clarifier. Zeklop said, question mark. Sammy said, nice tattoos. Thank you, Sammy. I bet you got cute tattoos on you too. Apollo? No. Dr. Doom said $10,000. $10,000. Alien Frost said, what is this channel about? This channel is a tarot channel, but yeah, this channel is a tarot channel. Dr. Doom said, yeah, can we finally release the Epstein files? Oh my god, are you a pedophile or not? Is the person that wriggled their way up into leadership a pedophile or not? Oh, and then the last card, it literally just, that was so cute how it fell out. I wish you could see that. Clarifying the Page of Pentacles in your future, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, let me get into this reading and then I will continue reading the comments. I'm not ignoring you. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles in your past, which definitely what the energy that I'm reading these cards together as is that in your past, possibly relating to work, because we have 8 of Pentacles. I want to say you didn't have the best relationships with others. And I want to say that it was more because you had some sort of trauma in which you were kind of reacting. So like any new connection that you came across, you would react out of the way that this trauma kind of influenced you to act. And I want to say, whatever this job was, 8 of Pentacles, or whatever you were working on, whether it be like with like a project with friends or work situation, any type of like physical or mental labor, you just didn't know how. I want to say you don't trust people. It's like you didn't know how to act in a way because you didn't feel safe. It's like when somebody is traumatized, you have to create a safe space for them in order for them to trust you. If you don't make the effort to make a safe space for somebody who is traumatized, that person is never going to trust you. They're never going to open up to you. Like if you don't take the amount of time that is required for everybody, different times, individual or uniquely, if you don't take that time that it takes for somebody to feel safe around you, they're not gonna trust you. And Oh, that's rough. That's a tough one because I think that you understand that you have trauma again moving into your current energy. We have the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles, so it's almost like right in your current energy right now you are looking back into your past and you're kind of thinking back to how things played out, almost like taking responsibility for your own actions, or like accepting that this is how you acted in certain situations, whether it's like kind of embarrassing looking back at our past when like we haven't been involved, but everybody has that. I'm embarrassed looking at some of the stuff I did too. Oh my gosh, embarrassing. But we're not gonna hate ourselves. We're gonna continue moving forward, especially like people that have tough pasts. I think that it's more difficult for people with a difficult past to move forward. So people with difficult past, people that like have embarrassment about their past, it's a lot harder for these people to keep moving forward into the future. Like if you have like a really bad mistake that you kind of feel like bad about, it almost like kind of feels like you don't I will move into the current energy because the 6 of Cups and then clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. 666 again is reflection. So reflecting on your past, reflecting on your decisions. And you very much are. We have the 6. I don't know if we have another 6. We don't. But 666 is reflection. I'm not sure what 66 is, but and it almost feels like you want to go and apologize, and or even though you're not in this environment anymore, you may have moved to a different environment. You were successful there, like you probably learned, I want to say you evolved, like you learned from your mistakes, or because I was saying more trauma and or like healing that you had to do. Maybe you had moved forward and healed, or you saw that you needed healing, that you couldn't keep on living in the 5 of Swords, like not knowing how to act around others and always like causing conflict unconsciously, like not on purpose, but that's just kind of how it went. And you like, even though you weren't doing this on purpose, you realized that this was a pattern that you were in. And you're like, I am tired of this pattern. Can you possibly studied if you can evolve it? But it's all about change. You can evolve yourself no matter what. And I think that's what you did, because 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles is feeling like a better energy, which it is, than the 5 of Swords, and it's kind of like going from the 5 of 6, so that also is making me feel like you took a step forward in your life. Let me catch up a little bit on these comments, and then I'll go dive back in. Andy Signor said, "You homeless? Are you gonna help me? Are you just gonna walk around telling people that they're homeless and not help them?" Okay. The holy transsexual said, "Hey, great smile you got there. Thank you. I bet you got a beautiful smile on your face too. Or maybe you have it on your shoulder. Then beautiful smile there too." How much comments are there? Too many? Oh no, there's not too many. And I saw Krypton in there. Hi Krypton, welcome. I'm glad you're in there. X bad dog said, "Are those your antennas?" looking for snacks. Ooh, snacks over here. Ooh. Yesterday, my antennas. We look for snacks with snacks. Drawer CG said emo. Yeah, 3RG said, "What's up, bug? What's up, bug? Hi, I'm doing spectacular splendid. What about you, 3RG?" Berserk Jane said, "Hey, what's up?" I'm not gonna read that one. Hi, what's up, Berserk Jane? Joshua said, "Hi. Hi. Hi." Blug said, "Hello. Hello." They said hello, beautiful, but Balug, I bet you're beautiful. And there, I bet you're beautiful. Didn't you see beautiful because you're beautiful? Am I right? Baby bruh said, "I'm gay. Is that okay? Duh. Love whoever you want to love. Somebody needs your love, baby bruh. They need it. Okay? Don't let nobody tell you that you can't give the love that somebody needs." Brad Howard said, "It's getting released." It is getting released. Are you talking about the Epstein files? Ben D said, "Hey, she's beautiful just as she is." Thank you, Ben. You too, Ben, and everybody else in here, beautiful just as you are, especially a physical being. Don't let anybody bully your physical being ever. Just, you're beautiful. Your physical being. There's nobody, even people with ugly hearts, their physical being, never make fun of it because everybody is beautiful, no matter. Okay, never make fun of somebody's physical appearance. Never. Ugly hearts? Yeah, they got ugly hearts, but don't make fun of their physical appearance because everybody's beautiful. Growing up, remember? Well, like, there are so many, like, when we were growing up and the internet was, like, getting new, or, like, just starting up, there were so many, like, people that were born looking a certain way, and they, like, got brought into fame because so many people online bullied them for their physical appearance. It's don't do that. I want to meet these people, and I want to encourage people because I don't care you making fun of my physical appearance. I'm ugly to you. I'm ugly to you. But I don't care because I love myself, and you should love yourself too, and you're beautiful. Never let anybody make fun of their physical appearance ever. I don't care. I don't like that, but I don't care. We're beautiful. Okay, I went on a little. Okay, Krypton said, "Yo, hi Krypton, happy you're here." Howard Crow said, "Hello, my little love bug. Hello, Howard. I hope you're doing well today." Shailene said, "Oh." Krypton said, "Where can I find this card? Where can I find these cards?" You know what? I'm actually not sure. Probably online. Look it up. I'm not sure where to get these, actually. I'm sorry. Charlie said, "Where did you get the name Booger? Booger. You know, well, my dog, she gets, well, animals, I think, get lots of eye boogers in general, but at first she was scared to clean them up, so, and but now she's doing better, and and then we just clean them up every day, and so Booger and then Boogie, and she doesn't like when I clean them, so I don't know, it was a big deal, so I said Booger. It was a big deal. Justin Feld said, hello, Justin Feld. Mealy said, "What is your religion?" I do not have a religion. I actually don't like religion, but if you find happiness within your religion, that's amazing. You do you. Just don't force your religion upon others. But if that's your happiness, then that's good that you find your happiness. Charlie said, "Booger, booger." Okay. Alex Hagar said, "I missed out last night. Any chance I can get a read? If you stick around till the end and I'm finished with the overall energy reading done, and then you say, and then I say, does anybody want a card? And then you say, I do, and then if you're the first one that says I do, then I'm gonna pull one for you. Tom says, you're gorgeous. Tom, I bet you're gorgeous. I bet you look gorgeous up in there. I bet you're projecting because you're gorgeous up in there. International Scout 2 said, rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Imagine nature said hi. What? International said Suyahaga River. Suya, I don't know where that is. Is that your favorite river? Krypton said 666. that it's not scary, you guys. The number 666 is not scary. It literally just says reflect on your actions. Well, because everybody's like, oh my gosh, but then that's probably saying to reflect that you're probably hurting something, or you're probably, because you're just reflecting because you probably did something that was not, that made somebody that was not the best for you as your most evolved self would think for you. I don't know. So 666 is not scary. It's just reflection. And when you're called out to reflect, be grateful, because that's the universe saying, hey, it's time to evolve, buddy. Stop ignoring the things that you need to evolve, buddy. It's not scary. Amy said hi. Hi, Amy. Justin felt. Can you not use the word babe? What the heck? Please don't use that, or you're gonna get kicked out of here, Justin Feld. I don't feel comfortable around that. I don't want to read your name, sorry. But they said hi. Curtin literally said, it's a crazy name. I'm not gonna read that, you guys, because I'm here. I like all ages, so that's not something that is gonna be read in here. But you want your name to be that, you do you. But I'm just not gonna read it. Double tap your screen, said Barat. You be double tapping your phone screen. Oh, this is kind of distracting. Okay, let me. I'm gonna keep on. Let me get back into the reading and then I'll catch up. I'm not ignoring you guys. We were at 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups in your current energy. And then moving into your future, we have the Page of Pentacles clarified by the 2 of Pentacles. As I was saying earlier, you are kind of reminiscing, thinking back to your past, and like how things were, what your actions, what kind of reactions there were to your actions. And it almost feels like you want to give back to the people, I was saying you want to go back and apologize. Like, even though, and I was saying, and I completely derailed, even though you're not around this environment anymore, you're not around these people anymore, but still thinking back, Six of Pentacles, it almost feels like you got very successful when you left the situation or afterwards. Wherever you went, you did find financial success. I do feel like you stand in a very good position financially right now. I don't know if this is what you're thinking. Maybe this is what your subconscious mind is thinking. But it's almost like your being understands that you have an effect on those around you when you are around people. Literally, you could literally not even be thinking about the people around you, but your action, like you bump into somebody and like maybe you're angry about something that happened earlier that day, and like you have like this angry look on your face when you look at the person that you bumped into, but that makes that person's day, like maybe they were having a very bad day, like they were in sadness, they were in depression, and because some random stranger bumped into this person and then glared at them, even though they don't know the backstory of why you act like you glared at them, you were mad about what happened earlier, but this person is in depression, they're struggling with depression, they're struggling with maybe even suicidal thoughts, and you don't even realize what kind of effect you had, but this person now like literally fell into a ditch of sadness that they probably can't even get out of for a while because of that interaction. I have a feeling that this is your subconscious mind that is aware of this. Like you are aware that even though yes, it wasn't necessarily your fault that you weren't healed, like you're still allowed to be in society even if you're not healed. Like society should accept the fact that, hey, you went through this as a human, you have this certain trauma, we accept you, like even though you're not able to necessarily communicate and co-create with those around you. You looking back and you're realizing that you possibly had a bigger effect on this work environment, this whatever physical labor, mental labor that you were a part of. You're realizing that you probably affected these people a lot more negatively than you previously had realized. Maybe you were just kind of like bossy, or like you just did not want to like listen to anybody else. You didn't want to accept anybody's opinion or viewpoint. It was just kind of all about you, how you feel. Which again, we were saying, I have a feeling that this stems from like trauma where you don't feel safe around others and you like don't want to let anybody in. Let me actually pull another clarifier here. Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups. It's almost like you have an understanding that everybody struggles with something, and you didn't really get to know these coworkers or these people that you were around. And you just want to make sure that you were not the one that affected these people to go into a downward spiral because of your actions that you didn't even realize that you were acting out of in your past. So it's like you're thinking about the past and you're just like, I want to make sure that these people like are aware that I didn't do this on purpose. Um and then the six of I you want to either give kind words, you want to give like an apology, you want to give, but it almost feels like you want to give like a gift, regardless whether these people are like are like, hey, it's okay, like don't worry about it, or they're like, ew, like I don't want to talk to you because you were like this in the past. It's like you're like, I don't really care how they, like it's up to them to decide how they're gonna react to this me coming and like giving them like this gift or this apology. But you're like, I just want to make sure that they know I did not do that on purpose. I'm sorry. So whoever, if this is resonating, you're like thinking of going back to your past, wherever the heck. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So yes, that's literally a confirmation right there. Hey, growing up, I did some things that I had to go back and apologize to for, even though it happened like years before. When you realize the things that you did, honestly, just go back and apologize. The people that I went up to and I apologized, they're like, huh? I don't even remember that. And I'm like, well, look, it happened because I know, because I did it. And so, but you just get it off your chest. Just in case somebody really did take it to heart. Um, and it's almost like you're like, well, even if I did affect anybody in like negatively, like for them to actually be affected and maybe think that the world hates them because this one person like treated them badly, you're like, well, even if I did affect them negatively, I want to like almost take responsibility for that and like see if this person would want to like build a connection with me, or like be around me for me to prove to them that like they are a worthy person. Hmm. Well, that's good for you. You're taking accountability for your actions, even though they were happened years ago. But you're like, hey, I did this. I'm gonna take responsibility and make sure that everybody's okay. I'm gonna make sure everybody's okay because of my actions. You know, you were not doing it on purpose, and it's very obvious in this, like the energy of it. I'm not feeling like malicious energy. You were out to get people. No, you were very much not healed, very traumatized in that point of your life. Two of Pentacles, and then the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Two of Pentacles in your future. Let me get another clarifier for this. I don't know why, but a lot of the energy in my readings does have to do with people wanting to start their own thing, their own business, like their own craft, like share their own message in a way, like have a place where they can share their experiences and like hope that it reaches somebody, or hope it reaches the correct people that need it. Because the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, it's like something new that you're going to be beginning. A lot of the energy from these readings is very similar, where like you're beginning something new, which actually makes sense because it is kind of the age of awakening in a way. Age of awakening. So a lot of people are like changing, actually believing in themselves, taking a step forward to achieve what they've always wanted to do. That's good. I like this age. I'm gonna pull another clarifier. I'm not sure what you're beginning here. I just know that you're beginning something new, which possibly in mind you have that it's going to bring in financial stability at some point. And I have a feeling that, I don't know. Let me pull another clarifier. I don't necessarily understand this energy out here. We have the sun. Okay. I want to almost, like, it kind of ties back into my previous message, where whether this is your subconscious mind or your actual conscious mind, you understanding how powerful your effect on people is. Like, again, the example that I brought up of the stranger that's going through depression, the stranger that literally something happened to them that they're angry about earlier that day, the two of them crossed paths. Not very good right there. Co-creation. And the thing is, that situation had such a big effect on one of these people when the other one didn't even realize nothing. So you're kind of like realizing that if this one little situation between two strangers has this big of an effect, then my being consciously, so I guess it is consciously, because you are, again, putting actual effort, actual awareness into whatever this is that you're starting. It feels like it has to do with you having an effect on others through action. Again, it's something that brings a lot of joy to people because you're doing this action that has a reaction that's positive. And you're aware of this. Let's say the example that I brought up, this person was not aware that their action had a negative reaction, but you're very aware that this action that you're trying to start is going to have a very positive reaction from people. I want to say, because right now a lot of people are struggling, especially with what's going on in the world, especially like us having to watch bullies literally slaughter without consequence in Palestine. Like, we're literally watching this every day. A lot of people are falling into depression. In my physical work, my customers, I have a lot of customers that are going through a lot. Just the other day, I was when me and my customer like came cross paths, they opened the door and they were, I don't know, I didn't know what the energy was, and I asked them, like, do you need help? I was this was in like it's like apartments where older people live, and I always ask older people if they need help bringing like the thing that I delivered to them or not. And when they opened the door, they were just standing there silent, and I'm like, ma'am, do you need help bringing this in? They didn't answer me. I'm like, ma'am, are you okay? They didn't answer me. I'm like, wait, is this the right place? I was so confused because they opened the door, they were looking, but when I asked them any questions, they didn't have any reaction. And then, like, I kept asking them because I just wanted to make sure I was in the right place, this was the right house. They start bawling. They literally just start bawling. And so we kind of started talking, and well, I stuck around because I'm not going to leave somebody that literally just started bawling their eyes out. I start crying with them. I'm like looking at them, and I'm like, and they're crying, and they're like, and they start saying, life is so hard. This person was struggling with depression. And these are my customers. These are the people that I'm serving. And then there's lots of situations. There's lots of customers that I've come across that are going through very tough situations. And something as simple as like, well, after I finished up my job, I had some other places I had to go. I went and I brought that person flowers and I just left them at their door. Something as like trying to help people. I feel the same energy from you. Is like I feel the same energy from you. And I forgot why I even got into that conversation. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at the subject, but I'm just laughing at my brain because I completely forgot why I even brought that up. Okay, my brain. Okay, that was very deep, and then I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm gonna catch up on messages. Well, sorry guys. I was not ignoring you. Well, it's kind of getting hot in here though. I'm starting to be sweaty. I'm gonna turn on my AC real quick. AC. Billy Crypto said, "Don't play with vengeance." Danny Wadsworth said, "Who would hire her?" I hire myself. Clown said, "Go breathe." It's okay. Chill, breathe. Okay. Umar said, hi. Oh, Legendary said, "Free Palestine. Free Gaza." Yes. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. And we hope to see bullies get the consequences to their actions actually given to them. Michael Walker said, hi. Howard, lots of emojis. Freak of Nature said, "I'm back and you're listening." Hi, Freak of Nature, welcome back. Fletch said, "Great face tattoos." Professor T said, "Resonating." Rudis, oh, yes, good thing. Yahoo. A little celebration for that. Rudy's Strop said, hello. I don't want to know. Krypton said, conscience. Brayden said, people shouldn't be that sensitive to people they don't know. It's not that deep. Well, okay, Brayden, I'm sorry that you're a rock and you have no emotions and that you're so progressed in life and that you get to sit there and judge people and not help them. Sounds like you're a little bit of a bully there. ALG said, hi. Krypton said, words hurt. Yes, they do, especially when you haven't learned how to either love yourself or you haven't learned. Strength is not just like given. Like you literally have to it's like a muscle that you have to work out to build strength to be able to get through this. But if somebody hasn't worked out that muscle or that pattern of being to be able to get through mean words, it's not easy to get through it. They don't got no muscle to get through it. It's like literally really mean words are like a 200-pound dumbbell. You think somebody that hasn't ever worked out is going to be able to pick up that 200-pound dumbbell? No. Professor T says it shows strength. Sean Sullivan said, what is going on? I'm confused. It's dark in here. I can't see. Okay, Sharp said, hello. Hello. Professor T said, we are just human after all. Barber Shop Fiend said, hello, hi. Drano said hi. Hi. Senior Trulio said most people don't care and won't remember you 5 seconds later. There's good and bad in it because I know that there's people that will forget you, but I know that there's people that will not forget you because I've been around both. And honestly, like even for me, sometimes I remember people, but others I forget. So it's like you can't remember everybody, but you try your best. You try your best. Freak of Nature said, I apologize. They didn't seem to care, but it felt good. To get it off your own chest, it does feel good. Most of the people don't even remember. They're like, what are you talking about? I don't even, but you're like, hey, it happened, and I'm just want to say sorry. Proof, T said, true. Let's see. Krypton said, conscience hurt. Being a good human. Well, when you make mistakes, you. Professor T said you are spot on. I want my old self back. You want your old self back? Mia from the Matrix said mod working overtime. They are. Everybody say thank you to Krypton. Krypton is always doing such a good job in here. And go boom, boom, boom. Say thank you. Say thank you. Thank you, Krypton. Well, if you guys, and also if you would want to be a message, and if the mods are like, yes, this person is okay, add them as a mod, then I will add you as a mod, no problem. Who wants to be friends with Krypton in here? Krypton needs a friend. Introverted Banana said, card flipper, let's go. Card flipper, let's go. Franklin Leffer so Luciferian energy. Actually, you know what? That would be a fun conversation. Zyra said hi. Hi, Zyra. Happy to have you guys in here. Paul Brown said hi. Hi. Big Wave said hello. I work as a carpenter, and I was wondering, what do you make? What do you do to make a living? Best of luck. Carpenter, is that you work with wood? You make stuff with wood? I serve my community. That is the work that I do. I am of service to my community. Howard says, Mod Squad, good job. Good job. Krypton, good job. Professor T said, oh, I like your cute little pink teddy bear and in your support in the back seat. Thanks, little teddy bear, for being in support. And showing they're very loving up there. I'm not sure what that comment is. JD said type she. Hey, if you want me to say it correctly, you have to spell it correctly. Barrett said I'm gonna cheese in here. Jack said quantum mechanics, yet no one ever realizes this. Consciousness affects matter, period. Consciousness affects matter. It does. Well, it's kind of like the same thing, like, because if you think about it, Your thoughts, they have a sound. You can hear them inside of your head, right? So they have a sound. They have power behind them. Kind of like how I speak, but you can hear that with your physical ear. But when you think inside your head, you can still hear that. It's not silent. There's sound. The vibrations of sound affect matter. Very much so. Professor T said Rune Sister. Actually, you know what? There's a lot of tarot readers online that use runes, but I don't understand them. I'm pretty sure it's kind of like the same thing as tarot cards, where it's like a symbol that represents a certain meaning, but it's kind of overwhelming for me. I don't know. Runes, they're kind of overwhelming for me. I know that people do that on here, but I've never like watched them because I'm overwhelmed by them. I don't know. But if you know runes, then I think it's just another version of tarot cards. And if that's your thing, then you do you. I'm happy that you found your happiness. JD said, I don't know what you just said, but I somehow agree. We're at 51 minutes and I have not even finished the reading, the overall energy. We're moving into the page of into your future that has the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Sun. Let me like close it out. We're already at the end of the message. Let me just close it out. I'll get back into catching up to the messages. Okay. Do I want to say anything? Are we done with the reading? Two of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Sun. Well, you are going to be busy with your physical work. I'm not sure what you do right now, but somehow in your physical work, the Two of Pentacles talks all about... I had burps. Two of Pentacles talks all about you having lots on your plate, you having to take care of possibly like home things like cooking, cleaning, and then you have to take care of going to your physical job. Then you have to take care of possibly like if you have children, like their activities, and then you have to take care of your hobbies. You have to take care of yourself. But really, it's talking about you having a lot on your plate in work. Whatever you may have a high position in whatever job you're at. It almost feels like multiple projects going on in your job. Whatever, I don't know what jobs, or maybe you're like in charge of multiple aspects. Let's say the first thing that comes to mind is like car assembly. So maybe you're like in charge of assembling like a part of the engine and then assembling like I don't know how car assemblies work, but I know that there's like you assemble something here and then it moves forward and then they assemble the next thing. Maybe like I don't know. So, that's just an example, okay? But wherever you're at, whatever job you're at, you're in charge of multiple aspects of the job. This is in your future. I don't know if you are right now, but in your future you will be. That's what the card says. I don't know if that's... I don't know what... Maybe it's because... Well, again, the Page of Pentacles talks about starting something new in work. It may be because you're starting this influential upon people project. And I want to say you're almost like in the point of this project, or because you're starting off, you're going to be investing more money than is coming back to you. So like near future, you will be investing money. Six of Pentacles, this also may be talking about currently you're realizing that this also, it almost feels like you want to invest in those that were wronged. Like, because you know that in the past you not aware, but you did affect others and you want to help others that had to face people like yourself. But it's just kind of silly, but also very mature. That's when you can take responsibility of how you made others feel and then want to help others that had to face your energy, that same energy. I think that's really, I think that's wow. I don't know. I think that's all that I want to say though. That's all what I want to say. I think we're closing up this reading. It's already 55. We only have 5 minutes left. I hope that was just okay. We have 5 minutes left. While I'm catching up to the comments, if anybody wants me to pull them a card, I will. Collector of Coins. I don't know if this is real, but Collector of Coins said, how about this? I was attacked by a 7-year-old with a fork who was trying to stab his brother and scream for help. I went to help and get cut down my arm. My wife and sister-in-law don't do anything except get angry and kick me out. Now I have nothing. Why did you get kicked out for trying to help? That's not, that's sad. You don't have nowhere to go. Is that real? Hug Hunter said you have some deep thoughts that could be positive if you use it correctly. I wonder what their image is. It looks funky. Thank you for the advice, or thank you for the advice, I think. Derek said, hello, bunny. Hello, bunny. Prof T said, it's not for attention. You will give, wait, let me read this in my head before I don't comprehend. Wait, I still don't comprehend. It said, it's not for attention. You will give your life and not want anyone to know about it because it is of pure heart and soul. I think that was probably replying to something before, but I don't remember what it is. Professor T also said off topic means she is picking up on different energies. Well, really, I'm somebody who gets very distracted sometimes because it's not always I'm picking up on other energies. I have realized it may tie into the reading, like whatever I do start talking about, it probably I could, if I am aware, I could tie it into the message and or be aware of the type of energy I'm feeling and then tie it in, but I have not gotten to that point in my evolution and tarot readings, so I can't do that just yet. But I get very distracted, and sometimes I just start thinking about my own life and my own things going on, and then I just start blabbing about that. So sometimes I'm just really good. I don't know. I don't hate me for that though. Professor T said judgmental persons are just as nice. Oh, the Professor T was talking about the mean people in here. Mean people. I like ducks. I like your hair. Thank you, ducks. I like that you like ducks. John Bravo said, you got good eyes. They see well. They do see well. Thank you. Nia Sportin said 200. Nothing. 200. What were we talking about? 200. I forgot. Oh, right here. We have some time left. Seymour said, I'm getting bullied at work. Can you do a reading for me, please? Are you still in here, Seymour? I will, if you're still in here. Can you let me know if you're still in here? Tom Clemmy said, God bless you. Thank you, Tom I'm climbing. Krypton said, please stand up for yourself. Please, everybody, please stand up for yourself. Loyalty said, hello, have a great day. Thank you, Loyalty. Let's see. Are they still in here? Who was it? Who did I... Oh, Seymour? Are you still in here, Seymour? Yes, they are. Okay. Let me pull your card. Sirs, I welcome and accept you into this card pull for Seymour. May you lead and guide them the card pull and let them know what you think they need to know most. Okay, cardboard for Seymour. Let me shuffle the deck really quick. Let's see what we got for you. Oh. Seymour, you're facing some changes. They may feel uncomfortable, like the situation may not be ideal to Wands, but it is going to get you closer to what you want. This may be, again, when you think about the tower, either it's like you getting a flat tire or like a connection, truth coming out, or I want to say more truth coming out that looks messy. Truth about something or someone. The tower. Something. Whether this is like a person that you have to step away from, a hobby, an interest, a job. I want to see what Seymour is saying. He said, I'm still here, Queen. Yay. They didn't say nothing yet. The tower, the two ones, you do have a vision of where you're going. Like you know where you want to go in life. And I don't know, I'm not getting like bad vibes from the tower. I'm not getting like bad vibes. It's more like the universe saying, hey, you have this vision. And if you want to get there as fast as you can, I'm going to take this from you. Or I'm going to make this happen in your life so that it's like maybe this thing is keeping you from your vision and you're not realizing, or maybe this, whatever happens, is going to influence you to go into a direction that you would not personally think is going to get you closer to your vision. But the universe is saying, hey, that is the way that you're supposed to go. Something like that. I'm not getting bad energy. I don't think you should be scared, but be prepared. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Okay? I don't think towers are scary. Towers, for me, I love towers because they always bring about change. And change, if you're somebody who understands evolution, understands that change is necessary to grow as a person, to evolve, to build, you love the tower. So honestly, Seymour, do not be scared. That's what I got for you. Don't be scared. Towers are not a bad thing, but again, there will be some sort of change in your life. There's some sort of change. Okay, well that's that. Okay, I hope that was okay. Everybody, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. I appreciate it. I've been really enjoying doing these lives. I've been enjoying being here with you guys. I've been enjoying it. The good-hearted people. We got some mods. Thank you, Krypton. Everybody say thank you to Krypton. They always do a wonderful job. I don't have to read the mean comments anymore. I can just do my thing, hang out with you guys, and I like that. Yeah, I think that's it though. I'm gonna get back to serving my community, my physical community, my immediate community. Hopefully helping some of them out if some of them are having a rough day. And and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay.